Hello, good evening. Welcome to our today's session where we will talk about our MSc International Sport Management online program. So what we thought we will do today, we invited our program leader for this program, Diego Borras, who will talk about the program, overview of the program, and then he will answer all your questions. So if you are Spanish speaking, feel free to direct us your questions in Spanish, but obviously the session will be all in English, so we are happy to listen from you to answer your questions. But first, before I invite Diego Borras to talk to you, I would like to give a little bit background information about who we are, what programs we offer, and in case if you never heard about us before. My name is Vusala. I am a member of Future Students team, and our team here is to support you through the whole journey, through your application process until the very day when you enroll and you will start your studies. So when we talk about GIS and when we ask questions why GIS and what is our unique learning model and what makes us unique, is the best way to look at it is through three different aspects, which is what we teach, where we teach, how we teach. In terms of what we teach, we do offer master's degrees, executive education programs, and professional qualifications within GIS. And in terms of where we teach, we have campuses in London and Manchester, and also we do deliver the online and blended programs. So there is lots of flexibility in there. And also in terms of how we teach, we do on campus and online, and also there will be employment and enrichment aspect of how we teach, which I will talk to you in a second. So as I said, what we teach, all our degree programs are being taught by an international academic team. Our academics, people who will teach you, they are very well connected to the industry. Some of them are industry professionals, and at the same time they teach, so there is academic team as well. So, and the fact that they are so international from different parts of the world will give you that great opportunity of networking and learning from them as well. So I would like to highlight that starting from this year, since starting from January, some of our programs will be delivered live globally. So we will consider students living in different time zones. So there will be multiple time zone delivery. So International Sport Management online program is one of them. Alongside with this program, we will have opportunity to consider football business online programs as well. These programs will be delivered in 3 different time zones, so it depends on where you live. It can be Americas, Europe, Africa, and Australia, and also starting from January as well, we will have football communications and digital marketing online program that will be available for both Americas, Europe, and Africa. So if you have more questions about it, please do get in touch with us. We're happy to look through them and choose the best time zone for you to apply. So when you apply, you can apply like normal within the application form, choose the standard time, and then you can get in touch with us and decide which time zone is the best for you before you enroll. Okay, so what this will give you is that, first of all, you will not limit yourself with just recording, so you will have opportunity to be in touch live with your program leaders, with your academics, ask questions, share your thoughts, and also you will have access to the global sports industry where you live. So as you know, we have global hubs in Americas, Canada, Australia. We have lots of different networking centers. So it depends where you're located. Just let us know and you will have access to all these amazing facilities. We will be able to provide you online support as well, like, for example, student services or our employment and enrichment team. As an online student, you will be able to access all these different services. Also studying online in different time zones, also having availability of watching all these recordings as well, will give you a massive flexibility. So for example, if you're working, if you have different commitments, other commitments, you can always balance your studies with your life and your career. Okay, as I mentioned about facilities and getting access, so this is one of the exciting facilities that I personally feel very proud about. So you will have access to iconic stadiums where we are. So for example, Inter Miami Stadium is one of them. Okay, in terms of where we teach, as today's session is about international sport management online, I will be focusing mainly on online delivery. I will not talk about details of campuses that we already mentioned, but again, if you have any questions about them and if you're thinking between online or on-campus delivery, just reach out to us. So our online programs will be delivered through my webinar platform where if you are interested, please let us know. We have taster sessions recordings, we have different open days recordings, we have lots of events coming. So we are happy to share with you how this platform looks like and what to expect. But we use UCFB Online Hub. Also, program is being delivered 12 months. I will not go into details because soon Diego Borras will talk about all these a lot more in details and in much better way. But I wanted to highlight with you global hubs that I already mentioned. So global hubs will be available for all our students, not just on campus, but if you study online or if you study blended, where it doesn't matter where you're located, where you live, as soon as you become a student, you will be able to be part of this project. So we do annual summits in these locations in Toronto, New York, Miami, Atlanta, and Melbourne. These are our global networking, global hubs where we do summits, but you need to know that we don't deliver classes in these locations. So these are not campuses, these are our global hubs. The only programs that are being delivered in Miami and New York is a sports directorship program. Okay, so in terms of how we teach, alongside with usual classic academic lectures and exams and assignments, we do have employability and enrichment activities. So employability and enrichment team, they are specifically dedicated team that will support students with their careers. And the way they do it, it's from different aspects. So we do invite guest speakers. As an online student, you may be able to watch some of the recordings, obviously when guest speakers allow us to record the session, or if you are nearby, you're always welcome at campus. You can just pop in and come and be part of and just attend the session. Well, as I said, employability and enrichment team will deliver lots of different services for students. So, for example, they have career coaches. They can support you with interviews, with how to build up your portfolio, your LinkedIn profile, and so on, as long as you reach out to them and you let them know that you're interested. And they always will be there to help you to find placements, part-time work opportunities, and build up your skills and abilities towards your dream job. Okay, this is a little announcement I would like to let you know. So starting from September this year, Global Institute of Sport, GIS, became College of University of East London, UEL. So all graduates that start this year with us, they will get degrees from UEL when they graduate, which means that all our degree programs will be accredited by them. Together with the University of East London, we're taking the opportunity to update our curriculum, make them a lot more relevant to industry, much better. So modules that you will hear today and you will hear from us in other events. So they all are planned to be delivered this year. However, they haven't been validated officially. And as soon as we do that, we will inform all our students and everybody who is interested. Excuse me. Well, I think that's it from me today. I would like to invite Diego Borras to talk about the program. Hi, Diego, if you could just join us.
Everyone, buenas tardes. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estamos?
Hi. Okay, I will leave it to you and to your students, and we will post all the questions here. Just before I leave, I would like to mention one more thing. You guys, if you want to hear more about us and if you want to regularly get news from us, there is a link on YouTube, first comment within the comment registration. So you can just click on that link and register yourself. And that way we will be able to share with you more information. Thank you very much, Diego. I will leave it to you now.
No worries, Usala. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, everyone, welcome. So as Usala said, I'm Diego. I'm the program leader for the MSc International Sport Management Online. That's a terrible picture. We'll have to do something about it. But very, very quickly, what we're going to discuss today is going to be a bit of an introduction to the program. And as Usala also mentioned, we're in the process of changing the program. We have to move from 20 credit modules to 30 credit modules. So there's going to be a shift and a bit of twisting and turning of some of the subjects that we had last year compared to the ones that we're going to have this upcoming academic year. And that means that it's a great opportunity to build up something new, something a little bit more exciting, if even possible. And as you will see, there's a couple of interesting additions, changes compared to the last year's structure. Before that, real quick, very, very quickly, about me. It's a boring bit, I apologize. So I am originally from Barcelona, and I started my career, my professional life in the club that we have on the left-hand side, which is FC Barcelona, where I was working in the medical services for about 9 years. Then, I juggled several jobs, and long story short, I decided to study an MBA in the US, moved to the West Coast, to San Francisco, where I was surrounded by startups and technological companies. Actually, the year that I was there was when Facebook went public and so on. So pretty eventful year and a half, 2 years. I also got involved in a project related to biocompatible, biodegradable polymers and high-performance computing. Not very sports-like, but it was quite fun. And then I moved to the East Coast, to the Massachusetts area, to work for a football academy, where I created and developed a sports performance department. And through that department, we took care of, only in Massachusetts, 2,500 players. And then we expanded and escalated that structure to the other franchises of the school in the US. Last but not least, I came back to Spain, and then I was hired by UCFB, where I started working on campus. And from 2017, I got involved in the online project, and I developed the program, and I've been taking care of it ever since. At the same time, I also collaborate with other universities, one of them the Real Madrid Business School from the European University. And recently, I also got a position of associate lecturer in the University of Liverpool. Every involvement, or all involvement that I have, is linked to sport management. So I started as a practitioner. Now it's more of an academic. I dabble with projects here and there that have to do with the sports industry, but I'm a bit of a hybrid between an academic and a practitioner. Okay. If you happen to have any questions, please let me know. I'm not a big fan of jabbering on about myself. So let's go to the serious stuff. So first things first, a bit of a question for you guys. So when you decide to take up a master's degree, there's two main questions that I would highly recommend you to ask yourselves. One of them is, what do I want this for? And the second one is, how much time do I have? What are my commitments? All right. Just floating around questions. Why is that? Because what's going to happen is that over the years, you're going to see, or we've seen, that some of you have a full-time job, commitments, family, kids, whatever, and we have to shift from full-time to part-time. We'll see that, but it's worth understanding why you want to take up on this program, and second, what is your availability realistically, because that will prevent you many headaches. Okay, so when it comes to the program, we're talking about a new structure. Is going to be 30 credit modules. We're going to have global sustainable sport operations, managing global strategy, global sport marketing and digital communication, global sport leadership, and applied professional project. Now, the first 3 modules are 30 credits. The fourth one, global sport leadership, is a 15 credit module. Why? Because your applied professional project is going to be 45. So we have 150 credits already, and then you're going to have to choose one. You're going to have the option to choose one of the 2 following subjects: contemporary issues in sport, and then entrepreneurship in sport. Right now, we're in the process of penning down things, but I could anticipate that, or I can kind of give you some privileged information about the elective on entrepreneurship. Why? Because I'm writing it myself. It's going to be focused more on the application of the knowledge instead of the theoretical approach, and that is something that most, all of the modules actually share. We want to be as functional and applied as possible, so that's why the profile of the practitioner is so important in the program. That said, please bear in mind that there's going to be another element to reinforce that concept, which is the applied professional project. The applied professional project, compared to a dissertation, it's a bit more of a hands-on document that you will have to generate, but we will get there when we see each other. Okay. Again, and just in case, if you happen to have any questions, do not hesitate to ask them right away, and we'll get to it. Okay. Now, when it comes to the actual realities of a program, there's going to be lectures, there's going to be seminars, there's going to be independent study. All these 3 different categories are going to add up to 30 hours a week average. Again, you're going to have 2 semesters that are going to have most of the content, and then the 3rd semester, which is non-lecture focus, is going to be focused on your applied project. Okay, but so it's going to be a pretty intense program, hence the mention of be honest with yourself and review your commitments, because that is going to be a key to your academic wellness and mental health. Okay. When it comes to the assessments, for the most part, it's going to be written documents. I'm going to take the liberty to do this. It's reports for the most part. There's one element in the global sport leadership module that is going to be a portfolio, but we're not going to go for essays as they are not as industry relevant as reports. Okay, so in that regard, you're going to have either 1 or 2 assessments to submit. It's going to be either reports or presentations. In terms of presentations, it's going to be the usual PowerPoint with slides that you're going to present, and then there's going to be a voiceover, and that recording is going to be uploaded to our platform. Okay. That said, you're going to have every kind of support throughout the program, but we will get to it. And when it comes to the day-to-day operations of you as a student, you need to bear in mind and keep in mind that it's going to be on live. So we're going to have live sessions that you can attend. And if you miss them for whatever reason, they're going to be recorded. And then recorded sessions and exercises and tasks and different events. We try to bring guest speakers every year for every single module that we have. Sometimes it's more likely or more feasible than other years. Last year, as you can imagine, or this academic year, the 2021 2020-2021 academic year has been very challenging. But what you have to keep in mind is that there's going to be always access to the content that you may have missed in case of missing a live lecture. Additionally, the duration of the program is 12 or 24 months. So we're going to have a full-time or a part-time delivery. Part-time for those with more commitment, full-time for those with either being in a hurry, which I don't recommend, or those with a little bit more of an open agenda, having a part-time job, or freshly graduated. So I would highly recommend you to, once again, look at your commitments and decide, because otherwise there's going to be issues. It's an intense program, I can guarantee you that. And it's we're on the third batch, and every year there's someone who underestimates the intensity of the program. Additionally, we are not able to just do what people on campus do. I'm not able to just see you on the corridors and say, hey, so and so, come over here. Are you okay? How are you doing? So we need proactive communication. It's just common sense. And at the end of the day, what we want is to translate, or to just make sure that there is a group feeling to the program, that you're not a number. We work with reduced cohorts. We make sure that we know who you are, both name, last name, and where you're coming from and what you want to do. Because as Vusala mentioned earlier on, we may know someone who may help you out. And that is something that is the core of our ethos as an organization. We want to help our students. So in that regard, we try and get to know you and get to understand you. And in order to do that, given that we're online, 100% online, we need you to tell us, because we cannot extort that from you guys, right? So it's quite a process, but we are very happy with the progression that we've had over the years. The groups are improving, and we have more and more success stories, and we want to keep it, we want to make sure that it keeps growing, and we are able to have more and more success stories revolving around your careers. So in that sense, that's who we are. Additionally, and when it comes to the program, there's going to be the virtual learning environment, the VLE, so to speak, called the online hub. But at the same time, you're going to have access to the content through a mobile app. And additionally, and this is probably one of the coolest things, is that you will not need to purchase any books, because the core text, and I'm underlining core text, are going to be provided to you for free through a partnership with Core Text. This coincidentally, this guy's over here. So you will not have to worry about anything. Everything will be in digital format, because we want to be aligned with the times we live in. And obviously, if you want to buy and have physical copies of any books, obviously it's just your prerogative. But we try to make them not necessary for you to successfully complete the program. We provide them to you, and that is something that not a lot of people do, not many institutions do, and we work really, really hard to make sure that that was a reality, and here we are. So I know I've been talking a lot and fairly quickly, but I just want to make sure that we have time for questions. So if you happen to have any questions, please fire away, and I'll be more than happy to answer to any of your questions. Okay. No questions? Well,
Diego, thank you very much for your time and for talking about the program. I believe we don't have any questions at this point, but guys, if you have any questions in future, you have our details on comment section, and you have the link to register and get all the answers. Thank you very much. I think we can wrap it up now. Thanks a lot, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.